My timer needs some batteries. And welcome back to another Der Talks About. I'm Der Twine. Today, as I fumble with the battery, we're talking about something positive. Actually, I know, shock, surprise, dismay. But yeah, today we're talking about something actually positive for once. Jeez, the lithium battery lasted like months with this thing. But today we're talking about something positive, and that is, I am thinking about and very will probably actually get finally, for once, as you can see, a race wheel for racing sims and racing games and whatnot. Like, I will Mario Kart this. I will play a first-person shooter with this. I will play Mario. I will play 2D and 3D Mario games with this, just to see if I can. Because when you have 5 sticks and 4 analog triggers, oh, what do you not want me to do? What did you expect me not to do? But anyway, so yeah, welcome. And today, that's what we're doing, is discussing my plans for getting a race wheel. So, I have currently a Sci-Tech, get the longer take nonsense out of there. A Sci-Tech X52 HOTAS, or flight stick and throttle, as we used to say back in the day. And it was exactly the same as this, except mine has blue nub instead of red nub. And that's basically it. This is also the cheaper one, because no one likes its funky colors of silver, gray, and blue. I mean, of stainless steel, black, and blue. And I bring this up because things have changed. The price actually hasn't changed that much for the X52, but let's go the way down here. But race wheels in the high end, let's actually look at it real quick. In the high end, flight sticks have changed a lot. Now this is Win-Win. This is the sponsor of Grin Reapers, and as you can see, for a HOTAS and for a HOTAS setup, can you even get a HOTAS setup with them in one bundle? Yes, for HOTAS setup, it's $300 on 50% off. I don't think it's worth it. And also, if you go here, we're playing the game. But if you look at Thrustmaster, which Thrustmaster is going to be in this, Win-Win is like your Fanatic. Thrustmaster is like your Thrustmaster. We're talking flight sims and race sims. We look at frickin' Thrustmaster. And this is its high-end offering. It's gone up. It used to be around $400. Well, it's $400 on sale. And be careful on Amazon. Always check everything on Amazon, because I saw a PS5 controller for $90. Just a white one. That's stupid. Don't do that. Don't pay that. It's already expensive as it is. When that's worth it to you compared to the Xbox Series controllers, up to you, but still. But yeah, and actually, might as well. Might as well get the Xbox Series controller, and you might as well get the Xbox Series controller comparison. It's a cheap option. I think that might be Nintendo, but anyway, the Pro controller. I mean, not the Pro controller. But as you can see, the high end has really gone up. I thought this was $400. No, it's $800 normally. Unless it's perpetually on sale. But anyway. Come on. This is why I'm not using the typing keyboard, not using my Model M when I type. I can just use I can just use the ball if I need to navigate. Do I even have a regular Pro controller? Oh, it's gone up too. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Pretty sure, could be wrong. As I never got a number one, so I don't know. Controllers, order cheapness. There we go. So the controllers go from not having this one. Does this have rumble? Yeah, it says rumble. It doesn't have HD rumble, but it has rumble. So a non HD rumble controller is $49. Well, this has HD rumble in the triggers. An Xbox controller is $60. A Nintendo Pro controller has gone up to $70. I don't think it's worth that much. I mean, I don't think it's worth that much. If they still sold the Wii U controller for that much, yes, it'll be worth that much. And also plans. Schemes. But anyway, again, this is might not get anything this month, but anyway, that's there. It's perpetually there because you can't close it for some reason. But anyway, actually, might as well show the actual thing. There we go. But yeah, whereas the DualSense is stupid. Well, DualSense and Pro controller is stupid. At $70. It might not be $70, but on Amazon it is. So let's just go for that right now. So the high end. So Flight Sim, because this channel is mostly Flight Sims, let's be honest. I've been doing Forza a lot on this channel. Mario Kart 2. Could do more Mario Kart, let's be honest. But for when it comes to race sims, I haven't done much of it on the channel compared to Flight Sims like Ace Combat. Ace Combat. I think I've done Ace Combat likes. Let's just say that, like Hawks too. Like Hawks, Project Wingman, all that. Didn't those a ton on the channel, one of the staples of the channel. Race sims have not, so this will be a new interesting thing. I've always wanted a race wheel and a fight stick. I never got. I do got a fight stick. I do got a cheap fight stick, but I got a fight stick. Fight stick, not fight stick, which I did show on the channel, and I haven't really used that much, but I still like it. I haven't really used it because I don't play arcade titles all that much, and it's not like it's really compatible much anyway. But I don't play arcade titles that much, and I definitely don't play fighting titles like ever, so I don't really need a fight stick, so that's why I never bought a fight stick, and they're all expensive, around $100 for most things. I did get one that was $30 though, because it was an arcade stick and play controller from New Wave Games, question mark? Yes, New Wave Toys, which has micro arcades. Right, so the price of high-end simming gear has really gone up. Like, for example, last time this year, this was $90. As you can see, it's gone up $40. This, thankfully, stayed at $60 because it's Logitech. That's pretty much its price. But yeah. And then high-end has just perpetually gone up for literally no reason, because they're all the exact same as they have been. At least the fight sticks. Not considering Win-Win, because Win-Win is a new player in the field. But yeah. But this should never be purchased for $600, because it was released at $400 around there, maybe $479, so it's on sale for the price it should be. But yeah. So that's something to talk about another day. Today, I have, maybe I should have two. So today, the only thing I have sim-related, anything that isn't quote normal unquote, because back in the day, joysticks on PC were considered normal and controllers were considered funky. But yeah, and actually I have all of these. Yep. Change the one I have. I don't have this though. I don't think I have this. I probably don't have this. And I would get this one if I could. If I ever budget it. I have so many controllers now. Alright, controller collection is still controller collecting. It's another reason why I want to get this one. Because it's 5 sticks and for 4 analog triggers. It's stupid. I love it. Nothing has that. Which going on to nothing has that. This has 1, 2, 3 sticks. Well, 4 if you count the 4 if you count this. It has 1, 2, 3, 4 sticks, including the flight stick itself. Nothing has that. Nothing has even that many, and nothing has that many except for this guy, which has more. I don't know why. More race wheels don't have all the sticks in the world, but yeah. And you might be wondering if you've seen reviews of this, which you may be seeing, which I've watched all the reviews on YouTube pretty much, except for a few of the smaller channels, but all the major channels I've watched reviews of, and all of them say it's a D-pad, yet it's factually not a D-pad. What is a D-pad? That is you stupid Amazon. That is a D-pad. That is not a D-pad. That is not a D-pad. Neither's actually. Let me show you what that looks like. Good pictures, Amazon. Good pictures. Whoever posted this, probably not Slytech. And I'll do the back of that, so I can't show you what the weird one looks like. The super hat. Super hat or Nerf control stick, you decide. But yeah, the thing is about this boy, which I will get eventually, if not be my first race wheel ever, despite stupid price, is these guys rotate, they tilt, and they tilt in all directions. So they are a control stick. They are not a D-pad because they are not flat. However, it's up in the air whether or not they're a control stick or a hat. Hats are best described as Nerf control sticks. Control sticks are super complex internally compared to a D-pad, compared to a hat. A hat is more like an evolved D-pad evolving into a control stick, and control sticks are Nerf flight sticks. Are Nerf joysticks and flight sticks. With a joystick being a Nerf flight stick. A joystick is what you see on Atari. This is the standard of game, which the Atari controller being the standard game controller icon when it's not the Xbox controller. But yeah. Oh, something fell. Oh, I found it. But yeah. So, that's the main reason why I want the Fanatic, I call it Fanatic Gran Turismo DD wheel and 5 nanometers of force, because it's $700 as opposed to getting mildly close to a 900 at the very. Ignore this. This is fast shipping for Christmas. If you want to pay almost double for Christmas shipping, you might, but I wouldn't. And then it goes up to almost 1,000. My bad. But to be fair, the only unknown in this setup would be the wheel, because it's not sold individually. The brain hurts. Autism being autism. Alright, let's go here. Okay, so the wheelbase is the CSL DD. Ignore all expensive stuff. The CSL DD is $349. Let's round that up to 400. So the CSL DD, whether or not it should be priced that much, it, considering everything's overpriced, it actually fits in well, because even this bundle is technically a deal, considering it's $200 and you're getting something that you can't get anywhere else, and everyone else is around that price of $700, or everything's around $500. So $200 extra and you get a direct drive wheel, which is special because it's essentially it's an electric motor that spins back and forth to give you the feel of a race car or an old car. Take your pick. Where you can feel a non modern electric or hydraulic steering assist type vehicle. Which I'm not all too interested in, because I'm getting this primarily because I want to change my mind over from driving with a controller, where unfortunately you can't use in the real car officially, or driving with a controller and switch my mind over to driving with wheels and pedals, with a wheel and pedals. Now I might be wondering, why wouldn't I be okay with the lesser offerings like this? Which the main reason I wouldn't be okay with this, or let's go Thrustmaster again, because I can't do launcher check, because if I do launcher check it will break in 5 months. It's just how launcher check is with me. Everything above the launcher check logo dies in 5 months for me, or the software is freaking unusable and dies that way. Racing little PlayStation, because I might as well give it to my sister if she wants it. But yeah, so that's $400. What's the launcher check version? I mean, what's the GT? Yeah, it's the. That is not worth $800. Not even in the overpriced nature of simming these days. But it's not worth that much compared to this, because this has more sticks, and it has a direct drive wheel, which this does not. So let's ignore that. That's nowhere near worth it. And then we got this thing. This was the standard high tier offering for Thrustmaster, I believe. Yeah, the thing goes swing some shifter. That's like, how much is this? You can get one right now, because that's fine. But this is $400. It comes with dynamic feedback. However, the dynamic feedback is geared base, I think. It's basic. It has an electric motor in it, but it's not. It's like an electric motor in an ice car for the most part, where it's nerfed by a transmission going to the wheel, as opposed to the DD, where the DD is a motor itself and it's spinning the shaft by itself. These are more expensive for whatever reason. You can get cheaper ones, but the cheaper ones are terrible. Well, they're not nearly as good as just getting one of these. But yeah, and this is also a deal with the pedals and whatnot, which the pedals at what is it? Yeah, oh, it's just with the pedals. Okay, so this is a $200. Okay, so the wheel is probably $100. The base is probably $100, and the pedals are about $100. That's actually not bad. However, it becomes bad. Yeah, pedals $100. I ran it down, but becomes bad when you equivalent it. Actually, let's get these over. No. Actually, let's get these over again. It comes bad when, and then see, this is just about $400 all in its own. It's about that price all its own. So before this new package came out, it was probably better just to get one of these, unless you really want to drive, which the CSL DD is it is probably the best It is the best direct drive experience, not including Simcade, not if you include price. In the price war, this is by far the best experience because it gives you the smoothness of another brand, which we're not going to talk about much, but called SimCube, which has the best feel of any direct drive wheelbase. Has the issue of being being expensive, and has the issue of not being plug and play with most games, and you can't change your settings on the fly. Unlike Fanatic, which is compatible with most games and Sims. Of course, the one's compatible with Sims 2. Being compatible with most games and Sims, but has the issue in Fanatic, roughly the same pricing issue for the normal wheels, but are not smooth. The Fanatic DD is actually, considering who you talk to, is either as good as the $1,000 Fanatic wheels, except for its piddly up to 8 nanometers of force, 8 nanometers with offensive power, with a power supply upgrade. It's not like you literally could just get one off the shelf and probably have the same experience. Fairly avoid your warranty, but how would they know? How would they know avoid your warranty if you just ship it back with your normal 5 nanometer thing? Because that's a law in this country. Don't know about your country, but in this country, in America, there's a law. Don't know about Fanatic's country either. I don't know where they're from. I think they're from Europe. But in America, you have to prove the warrantor has to prove you broke it, and if effectively it's the same thing, how can they prove anything? They can't. Unless there's something secret about it that we do not understand, which I'm pretty sure it's just a power supply, and we pretty understand that. But anyway, and yes, it's $100 power supply if I'm being generous. And also we'll get to you later. But yeah. Scratchy here. So yeah, is this bundle worth it? It's expensive. Bar none, it's expensive. I don't want to hear your it's an expensive hobby arguments, but no, it's expensive. But compared to everything else, except for the almighty flight sticks and controllers, except for you, you suck. Except for you, you suck. Except for you, you suck. Except for you, sure. I mean, I've been using mine for 20 years, sure. But anyway, except for this guy's 100% worth it, value-wise. I mean, anything-wise, it's worth it, especially when it's compared to other offerings, such as, I think the stick's mostly plastic, whereas this stick is mostly rubber. It's 3 parts metal, one part stainless steel, 1 part rubber, 1 part plastic, and the plastic's really good. And then this is probably all, I mean, the flight stick maybe metal, I doubt it, it's probably plastic. I mean, for $400, it's okay. It competes with the Warthog stick at the same level. $400, it's probably fine. Again, everything's gone up insanely over the past few years. Ever since I've been paying attention to apparel, not to apparel, to hardware, because I just had this guy. This guy's done everything. It's been fantastic. I still love it. The rubber has degraded, but that's fine. It's kind of gotten to a point where it's gotten so sticky that it's kind of just been chumped up with a bunch of dust and whatever, so it's kind of just fine now. Still feels really nice, just overall grip, but yeah, everything's gone up. So everything's gone up. I say it's worth it. I'll get it and make my final judgment. But yeah. And also, let's look at the wheel. Let's look at the wheel. Excuse my word. Also, we need something from here. While we're around here, I still don't know what shifter I'll get if I don't get the shifter I have listed. But you need to go here. This shifter, I mean, no, the handbrake, I don't know what handbrake I'll get if I don't get the one I want, which is this one. This was really expensive. It really shouldn't be. It's not manufactured. It's manufacturing. It's not to no expense. I should say it denotes cheapness to me. Like, that's really cheaply made. That's really not a cheap price. This denotes quality and is a cheaper. It is cheaper. But yeah. Let's go back to Amazon real quick. Thrustmaster. Why you do this? Why you do this? There's an order. There's a handbrake and a shifter. I'm tempted. It's still cheap compared to the rest. I mean, it's not really that cheap compared to the Fanatic version. It looks really cheap compared to the Fanatic version. That's nice looking. I don't trust the name though. That is no that can't be $400. It could be. Yeah, I swear that's just. Yeah, be seriously. It's just Amazon. That's probably Amazon being funky. There is no way that's $400. I know we're seeing add-ons for the one I need. Okay, forget about that. That's not worth that price. Like, why is a quintal chef here double the price of this glorious thing? I love this thing so much. I'm getting this shifter no matter what. Because I will use this shifter with a controller, I swear. But yeah, $200 for this gloriousness. I mean, to be fair, it's really high compared to this. But it has the quality. And it has a gated shifter, which is fantastic. It's just really nice. This is not bad. This actually probably should be $100 compared to everything else. This is like undercutting everyone else, which apparently Logitech does that in this world, but anyway. So yeah, I would probably go with the Fanatic shifter if I couldn't afford the expensive boy. But anyway, okay, well, back on track. Pedals. Pedals. I mean, the correct pedals. Which is stupid expensive for being correct. Okay, why not? Okay, CSL pedals are $80. I thought they were more expensive than that. Okay, so 90, 400. That's 500. The wheel is $200. I like that wheel for $200. So yeah, this is just overall worth it to me for that price. I've seen enough reviews to say that everything looks fine and everything. So I'll still get in my hands and make the final determination, but to me, as someone who's just now entering race simming, I mean, I've raced in Forza before, and Forza, I just recently raced in Santa Corsa with mods, and R Factor 2 with mods. Not with mods that really changed anything. And by far, Forza is almost as good. There is a difference, at least with the controller. Forza is almost as good. There is a Forza by of course I mean Forza Motorsport is almost as good. I'll have to get a wheel. I'll have to get this wheel and check Forza again because my controllers don't work with Xbox right now, unless I just play it on Xbox, the real one, like my Xbox One. I could do that. I'm not going to, but anyway. So yeah, that's worth it to me for that price. We'll see. We'll make the final determination in a dirt boxes, and compare it to a controller, compare it to the PS5 controller, which is what it's been compared to a PS5 controller. Compare it to my Cytec my side, compared to my side tech, not my Logitech, my side tech, crying out loud. By far, this is the only Logitech I would ever recommend because it's a side tech. And it's really a side tech. I doubt the Logitech changed anything. I really messed it up. But yeah, I compare it to those two and discuss the button changes and all that, and discuss what is a control stick, what is a D-pad, whatever, and just general. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to set it up in that video because my grandpa needs to make the sim rig, which he's confident that he can make. So we'll see about that. He made my unboxing area desk shelf thing. And yeah, so we'll see. But anyway. So I also plan on getting, my word, we're finally getting to the meat and potatoes video. I mean, we got to the meat and potatoes of the video of this is worth it to me, I'm getting this. But my alternative to it is this boy. I don't mind this boy. This boy lacks something very crucial to what I want in a race wheel, which is the ability to turn it this way. Turn it this way twice. In a real car, in a real road car, you can rotate the wheel twice over, and then when you get to the lock, and you should only really do that, not when maneuvering. When maneuvering at low speeds, like trying to do a 15 to 100 point turn in a drive while you get car turned around because your car is too big. And I do mean car nowadays because friggin' Mustang is almost as big as Suburban 10 or 20 years it's younger. But anyway. Number one, it's 20 years it's younger this year. Because my Suburban is 22 and my Mustang is the same gen as what's currently be selling in 2022. So yeah, it's 22 years younger. That's crazy how big stuff has gotten. And I've seen the new Suburban. I've actually seen one of them, and they're gigantic. They're glorious land yachts, land cruise ships even. But anyway, so yeah, this guy wouldn't do what I want, so it's not really worth investing. You get pedals for it. But it's not really worth investing because I can't lock it over twice, which is realistic. I think this one's like 90 or 100 something. It's not good enough. I could get the shifter. Oh, so I could just get the shifter and be fine. I don't mind it. The only thing I mind about it is it's Logitech and it's not a gear shift to good. It's not gear shift to goodness. Where's gear shift to goodness? Where is gear shift to? Is it something stupid? Oh, there's gear shift to goodness. Gator shifter goodness. I want this one so bad. Do I want it more than the wheel? I want the wheel more, I think. And if they came out with the wheel separate, I will buy the wheel separate and then for the first thing and think about things later. Because once you buy the wheel, you can get adapters to make it work on other systems. But again, there just isn't one that's better than this bundle price. There just isn't. Not for the price. I think I prefer these pedals more because they have higher, because they come with the load cell. So for $123, they come with something worth $123 by itself. That's stupid. $139 by itself. This is stupid. This is stupid. However, you can do something stupid. You can do something funky. Not do something funky. You can get just another pedal for $39. That's stupid, but at least it's somewhat in reason. That's half the price of getting just another kit. And ripping the pedal out of it. You could do that. You could honestly do that. I think. But how much do I care about a load cell? I should have the effects of a load cell on my Mustang. I honestly should. But I think I'll have to get a feeling of the wheel first. I think I'll have to get a feeling of the brake pedal on this first because it is different than the clutch pedal. Because there's like a little foam block that's in between it, so you get some feeling. Mustang being the Mustang, it doesn't have feeling in the steering wheel at all. You're mostly by sound and through the seat than actually anything in the steering. So yeah. So that would be an anachronism or whatever it is to real life for me having literally everything be through the wheel except for sound. I don't know about the pedal. I haven't tried it yet. I need to get in my Mustang and push down the pedal and see what I feel and see how it feels. If it goes straight down, then I just get the clutch pedal and be done with it. And if we take the phone block out, I'm trying to remember it. From driving, it's been a couple weeks since I've drawn it because we've been sick and we haven't been able to take the Mustang over to my sister's house because we've been sick with the cold. Or mostly, Grandma's sick with the cold now. And Grandpa was sick too. But anyway. Because I've been fine for the last couple of days. Mostly fine. So I need to try that. I can always take the phone block out, I guess. And just get the clutch pedal. By the way. But if it's really thick, I mean, it's linear. It's really linear in the Mustang, if I remember quickly. It's really linear. The only way to try that out is to drive the Mustang. But the brake pedal is really, really linear in the Mustang. So a load cell might not be the best. It might be best just to do nothing. No force feedback. Just no pedalness. Just that. Might be better just the clutch. We'll see. Both of them should be up there. I could also get this thing. But my Mustang pedals aren't flat. They're actually the sport pedals in the Mustang, which are a add-on that I got with the pony package. That was part of the pony package. They can also get aftermarket through Ford Performance or through Ford Accessories actually, or an actual aftermarket version, and they are steel with rubber bumps. Does that sucker look like rubber bumps to you? It has rubber bumps to you? I guess I could add the rubber bumps to it, but it's really flat, whereas the actual pedals are really not flat. So we'll see how I like these. If I feel like I want it flat, I'll get the whoops, over here. I'll get this and that my own rubber bumps to it. But anyway. Then handbrake, I want this boy. Oh, and also one last thing with the bundle. The thing with the bundle is that's fine. That's fine. You can always add the thing. You can always add mounting ports to it. You can always screw it on something if you need to, but it has a clamp, which is fantastic. Thing is, it only has 5mm of force, which I don't need that much. Because I just want it to be like my Mustang. I don't want it to be like a race car. And if you believe Gooseman, as I affectionately call him, well, I mean Savage Geese on YouTube, effectively nothing but a Lotus or an Android item can be considered a road car and have any force feedback in the wheel, according to him. Which he has driven a lot of cars. He's really dug deep into them. I believe Redline Reviews has similar things about it, and so does Alex. Maybe not Alex, but Thorhouse says similar things to it, to that effect. So you don't really need 8nm unless you want to really get that race car, that no power steering on your old classic Mustang and SI Corsa, or even Gran Turismo now, or Forza Motorsport, or even Horizon. Like you want to get the more that, but again, there's just this being priced so high for being effectively a power supply. Nothing fancy about it, but anyway. So going on to where my shifter at? Not my shifter. This thing's fantastic. $200 is a bit much. It should be more like $150 in my eyes. $150. $200 is a bit much, but not too much. But to be considering the market, it's actually not that bad. It's not that bad. It's only fancy H pattern shifter. The other H pattern shifter is Mr. Lunch Chick Boy. Where's Lunch Chick Boy? Lunch Chick Boy. I don't mind Lunch Chick Boy. Apparently Lunch Chick Boy is good. It says Ideal Cars, and Ideal Cars alone. I guess I'll see Racing says it's good too. But yeah, but this boy, this guy, the man in their house. This is fantastic. I love this thing. I always loved I always loved gated shifters, as does everyone. I never quite like sequential shifters, as it's kind of what's the point when you just use paddles at that point. But yeah, depends on if you want to reach down for your shift experience, or just have it on your wheel, just have it on your sitting column. Depends on you. And considering all the wheels have built-in shifters on the steering column, why would you need a sequential shifter, especially for the price of $400? It's stupid. But again, manual is always money nice. Whereas again, manual thing you don't really find anymore, or at all. They've always been rare. I can't name a single American car that had a gated manual. I can't name. There have been Ferraris and Lambos, Audis that had gated manuals, but I can't name a single American car. Maybe the Ford GT, maybe a Mustang. I don't know. Would have had it. Maybe you can aftermarket it. I mean, it's a Mustang. You probably can. But anyway, at least some of the models you can aftermarket easily. But yeah. You want this? Might give this first. As all that sounds, getting the shifter first. But I might give this first because I want to try it with the controller and see what happens. I mean, you're doing the same thing. You gotta take your hands off the steering wheel. I bet you still have control with one of your hands on the wheel, but you know. And there's this boy or this boy. I don't know. I probably just get a clutch kit. To be honest, save money. Not gonna be using the clutch in ASA, of course. I need clutch more, probably. But anyway. Then there's Mr. BJ, which should be ultra cheap, but I don't know why it's not. And it's in euros, so it's going to be a tad bit more expensive in dollars. Thanks. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say the B word. Thanks Biden. But or the other B word. But thanks Biden. With the inflation and whatnot. And yes, I know the economy was going to crash anyway. It was going to go into a great recession anyway without the expensive spending. But it's not helping. It's not helping. But this guy I like because I just like how it looks. I like how simple it is despite its price. I might be able to get on eBay for cheaper, probably, maybe, we'll see. But I also like the fact there's a load cell. That's still a thing in the test. Is the handbrake in the Mustang a load cell or not? I do even need this. If not, I'll just get Clip Sport Man. Just get this. And I do use the handbrake a lot, so this will probably be worth just getting. $120 actually seems pretty reasonable compared to everything else. This is probably the most reasonable thing that Fanatic sells in terms of not being an accessory. And let's be honest, this is also reasonable. But yeah, I also want to get the Tobii eye tracker. I've looked at everything. I don't like VR because to me VR is an experience that I taste every once in a while. VR is just that experience. When I want VR, I play VR or Sim VR, but I don't want to do it all the time. Whereas Tobii eye tracker, sure, I actually really like that because unlike Trek AR, which at the very least I would put it on my headset and leave it there. But I like Tobii eye tracker because it tracks your eyes, tracks your head. It's fine. It's great. It's $200. Bit expensive, but so is everything else. Considering you don't need extra equipment, just the thing itself, not bad. Just get me off relying on the thumbstick for when I'm using race wheels and whatnot. And if there's not snap look to the side, which probably some racing games don't have, or else people will be using it more. We'll see. But anyway. And that's pretty much it. I don't get why that's $1. I don't get why that's 5-star reviews. I mean, it's nice, but it's not $400 nice. And then you just going over Trek AR. Trek AR is the second choice because it's kind of like the default Trek AR thing. Put it on your headset, whatnot. But yeah. Or hat. But I do prefer Toby. I do prefer Derby. But yeah, that's the video. Thanks for watching. So I guess the last bit, that was the conclusion, was the last bit. I don't need to go over it again. But yeah, and also this guy's actually made out of the same plastic as this boy. Which makes sense, because apparently the wheel is made by Sony, or a Sony's subsidiary, or contractee, or whatever. Whoever, maybe even made by Gran Turismo themselves, at least designed by it. So it probably uses PS5 sticks, PS5 buttons, PS5 everything else. The rubber is probably a special from Fanatic by the sounds of it, but there's controversy online whether or not this is high quality or not. If it's PS5 controller, it's ultra high quality. You should be very thankful of this plastic, because I don't have it in my Mustang. My Mustang is not nearly this nice. Not nearly as nice as the PS5 controller. In every single way. Maybe button-wise it's nicer, but leather-wise, it's not nearly as nice as the rubber on the control stick. On the control sticks. Yeah, it's better than my Mustang. My Mustang at MSRP is $39,000. I got it for $30. I got it for $34 with everything out the door. So yeah, I don't know what people are smoking. This isn't high quality, especially for the price. Because you can't get another. Going over to the thing. Where's the thing? Because you can't get another Fanatic wheel for that price in metal and carbon fiber. You can't. It's a fact. You just can't. I can forget steering wheels. I'll go all the way down the bottom because that's where they keep the cheap stuff. Maybe you can actually. Yeah, that's metal. That's metal actually. That's metal. The metal same price. Oh yeah, you can. But yeah, actually you can. Never mind, you can. But I think okay, that makes sense. So the reason why this is it's $200. It's around $200 ish, maybe $300 at most by itself until we get an actual price. If I were them, all prices the same as the rest. But again, unlike these wheels, this has all the buttons an Xbox controller needs. This is a McLaren F1 style wheel. This is $200. I would say it's better. These have better materials. This has little analog boys down there, which you can use for actual brakes and throttle, clutch, or in my case, probably I would use it for looking around. But anyway, I don't know why more people don't do that. But anyway, this only has the one big paddle, by the way. So yeah, I can now think about it. I can see why people are upset that it is in the McLaren metal looks, or the WRC. I think that's a Dirt Simcade game, but or this one either, because that's metal. So I can see where people are coming from now. But again, this is a really high quality plastic, so you shouldn't be complaining that much. It's better than the car you own in most cases. But yeah. To be honest, you have to go to a luxury car or a performance car over $60,000 because over $40,000 to get to this price. And even then, if you get a Mustang GT500, this is a better quality. This is better quality plus than what you have in your Mustang GT500, which is $1,000, which is $100,000 or $70,000, whatever. It's close to $100,000, regardless. In order to do better than this in real life, you'll have to get a Porsche. You have to get an expensive car. So yeah, or get a dedicated, or get an aftermarket wheel, or get like a kit car or dedicated race car or whatever. And even then, this has more features than even the model that you have. I mean, it's debatable whether or not it has more features than my more buttons than my Mustang has, which is hilarious. This has more analog triggers for sure, but still. But yeah. Unless you want Formula One style or yoke style, as I guess we're now calling it. But yeah. Oh, right, that'll be it for this video. So that's my plan. Get the Fanatic Gran Turismo DB Pro package, just the basic $700 one. Give me my baby, my manly shifter, and yeah, BB steel handbrake maybe, or if not that, Fanatic one. But yeah, that's the plan. We'll see what happens. We'll see if this gets scalped. It might not because it's Fanatic. Fanatic's still pretty niche, so I doubt they're going to get scalped, but we'll see. I don't think they've been scalped before because it's already been mentioned that they've been scalped before. By the way. Oh, right, that'll be our first video, and I will be pre-ordering in March because, well, I did mention in my last couple unboxing videos that now that after my mom's died and we're paying now that after my mom's died we'll be getting anything new. This might be an exception, or we might just get nothing most months. I won't get much most months, or I won't get anything most months. And this may be an exception because it would really help because I'm not very confident with the wheel and pedals. I never have been. It's always been the biggest running block with me being in a real car. Sans following the rules, of course, of the road, but yeah. I'm pretty good at following the rules of the road now. Best thing the test is going to be hard. I gotta look it back in the manual and memorize it because, again, they want what's in the manual, not what people actually do in real life. But anyway. Or no, the handbook, Florida handbook, but anyway. But now we know the price of insurance, which is $470. My grandpa, we have a total income of $1,400, I believe. And yeah, so hopefully Green&Blue does well. Hopefully, or get an SSI. But we'll see. Oh! And hopefully me and Lucy meet up and get married and whatever. So we can combine our incomes. But yeah. But even then Lucy doesn't make a whole ton either. Lucy, my girlfriend, of course. She only makes... she makes under $300 a month. So, yeah, there's that. Okay, more like $400 a month. So yeah, we'll see. Alright, but anyway, thanks for watching. We appreciate watching this video. Sorry that was a bit negative in this one. Even in this one, I brought some negativity in it, but anyway, sorry about that. I try to stream more positive. There talks about to go with the negative ones. But anyway, alright, that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. We appreciate watching this video. Please help me if you would check out the rest of the stuff in the description below, such as the Space Sports Channel. Of course, the Space Sports Channel is to watch these videos and get content produced by sharing price list. Yeah. Alright, that makes sense. Thanks for watching. And if you sim race before, which I'm not sure how much my audience are sim racers, like sim racers, like full sim racers, not just words, but like you got the full setup, you got your racing chair, you got a racing rig, you got your race wheel and all that. I want to know how much my audience is, because my audience does. I do have a good portion of my audience is flight sim, or at least have a flight stick, but yeah, at least I can guess based on DCS and the comments on DCS. So let me know if you have any tips on race wheels and whatnot, what you think of the discussion in this video and whatever. And yeah, again, this isn't going to be, like, everything's great now, we're going to go back to what we were before. Outside of this is probably going to be the only major purchase I'm going to do in the next few years, so, yeah. Alright, but anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you're watching on this video, please help me also if you check out the rest of the stuff in the description below, such as various sports channels, which of course sports channel, as well as watching videos to get your content reviews, and we're sharing friends, family, list, yeah. Alright, the best video. Thanks for watching, and I guess see you in a second.